Yeah, it did. Statcast powered by Google Cloud. 15 whiffs in a game, the most in his career. The stuff was good. The control was there. And he said after his start that he was throwing a bullpen, CY, on Tuesday. And his pitching coach said, this is the hardest you've thrown in a while. And bullpens usually not places for upticks in velocity, right? But he was putting something together, is what his pitching coach said. What did you see?
He was, and D-Ro, I'm sure you agree with this, he was absolutely fascinating last night.
He was awesome.
He was amazing, and it takes you through the process that teams go through when it comes to making trades and trying to figure out how do we build for the future. Back in 2020, you have this trade where we're trading Randy Arozarena to the Rays for Liberatore. And right now, when you see Arozarena pop onto the scene in the playoffs, you feel like, man, the Cardinals must have lost this trade. But you got to remember, at the time, they had plenty of outfield depth. They had Dexter Fowler, Harrison Bader, Dylan Carlson coming up through the rankings.
They still have outfield depth.
Tyler O'Neill, to where they feel like they can afford to lose, this young Randy Arozarena at the time, and they knew they were going to need that pitching depth down the road. So they're making this move. And Liberatore, he's had his struggles. He dominated in the minors. He came up, struggled in the big leagues, went up and down. This is his second stint up, and it takes me to an Ollie Marmol quote, to where when you have that pressure on you on feeling like you have to dominate every single opportunity you have, or you're going to get sent down to the minor leagues, that's the pressure that it puts on these young players. So with Ollie's right here, put yourself in Libby's shoes. You're pitching for your life every time you're up here. It's like, if I do well, you know how it is, D-Ro. If I do well, I'll stay here. If I struggle, I'm probably getting sent back down. This is where it's beneficial to be with the team that's scuffling a little bit, because it forced the trade deadline to come. It forced Flaherty to get traded. It forced Montgomery to get traded. So where now you're the young guy, and you're saying, this is your shot. You have the full freedom to go out here and do your thing. And now let's run into the video, because it really shows what this guy is capable of and what the Cardinals were really looking forward to from this young pitcher. We're going to run through the strikeouts real quick. He was actually dominant. He had a lot of trouble in the past walking guys. Today, going into the game, you're saying, if you just attack the strike zone, trust your stuff plays against one of the best offenses in the game. And he had everything working. He had the sinker going, the four-seamer, the slider, the curveball, the changeup. He completely had these Rays hitters off balance. And I want to break through a few of their at-bats. Right here, Betancourt, 1-0 count. Changeups gets him back in the count. Now we're going to go straight to the slider. Dropping out of the...
Dirty.
Absolutely nasty. Finish him up. Four-seamer up. He had these guys so off balance, they didn't know what to look for. Right here, you're talking about four-seam, a little run to the top of the zone. You can't catch up with that. Margot's waiting for that slider. You know what? I'm coming right at you. Four-seamer, sinker, fastball, coming right after you, keeping you off balance. I'm not wasting any time. I'm not wasting any pitches, trying to, allow you to get comfortable in the box. I'm coming right at you. Yandy Diaz, curveball. Let me drop that in early for you real quick.
Oh, that's
sinker,
running.
Absolutely dominant. Slider right here to finish you off. Tight slider. Absolutely dominant. And when you're the Rays, when you're going in with the plan and you understand, man, this is a guy who's going to struggle with command. We know what the percentages are, but he really used everything effectively. He wasn't a one-pitch or a two-pitch guy. He talked about it in his interview after the game. He was able to use all of his weapons. Wow. And when you have that freedom and playing against the team who traded you, all the
he
velos,
was fired up.
I mean, the velos were up. Look at these velos. Everything, he's throwing harder.
It's the best I've ever seen him.
It's the confidence. It's the chip on your shoulder from playing the team who traded you. Don't think that doesn't play. And this is the version of him that I think we'll see moving forward. You need these type of outings from time to time to show that you could be dominant, especially against the best teams.
I mean, when I watched the Cardinals, first off, we got a chance. We did 30-30. I don't know if I was with Lauren that year. We got a chance to really sit down with Matthew Liberatore. He's a thinking man's pitcher, man. This guy gets it. High school teammates, Nolan Gorman's been well chronicled. Now they're playing in the big leagues together. When I look at the St. Louis Cardinals, they got to go out and get 2 free agent pitchers this year. And the list is long. I mean, you got Nola, Urias, Sonny Gray. There's so many out there that could potentially impact. Take a look at this. All right, you're probably not getting Clayton Kershaw. I get that. But this guy jumps out. Roflo said it yesterday. They need some strikeout stuff. What hurt them this year? is the fact that all their starters outside of Flaherty kind of pitch to contact. And when guys put balls in play, they're going to eventually score runs, and somebody's going bridge in today's game. You need some punch-outs in there. Liberatore showed it. Michaelis will give you depth in innings. He's nasty, and he's got a good feel for what he's doing. They sign 2 of these guys, maybe take a flyer on somebody else. They win the Central next year.
Right back
in my opinion, when you look at them start to finish with Goldie and Arenado, and they're going to bring up Mason Wynn potentially to play shortstop, and Edmonds is stud, and on down the line, Nootbaar's an absolute animal. So for me, St. Louis Cardinals will have the biggest, quick turnaround. But they got to get some guys that swing and miss stuff. And Liberatore being one of them.
Yeah, he said, I'm in the weight room. I'm eating right. I want it bad. I'm going to do everything in my power.
Nice, solid.
Yeah, I'm happy for him because he had to see it. I mean, Randy Arozarena gets to Tampa and becomes like an icon there. And he's had such a great run. So good for Matthew Liberatore to show out yesterday in St. Petersburg.